Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Well, hello. Well, and we're going to work in two things. We're going to work on the grammar book. Do you have the grammar book? ¿Tienen el libro de gramática? I'm going to show you. It's page 22, página 22.
Yes.
¿Lo tienen? Okay, page 22. Okay, today we're going to work on verbs. When we reviewed, there were many complications about the future. Okay, you had forgotten, se habían olvidado about the future. Okay, and as we are talking about the future here in this lesson, I think it's a good idea to refresh a little bit the grammar future, the future tense, okay? Because we are going to speak about the future. Hello, Gisela. So we're going to start by the verbs, okay? Page 22 from the grammar book, okay, 22. Si alguien quiere ahora imprimirlo, es 22, 23, 24, 25, hasta la 27. No. Si quieren, hagan hasta la... No hagan unos cuantos. Y tengan las...
Yo tengo el grammar book, yo tengo uno del año pasado.
No, este lo mandé a todos. Se los mandé a todos este año, esa parte. No, es otro, Mari. Porque ese yo les dije que no lo imprimieran. Estos libros no los impriman. Solamente lo que yo les digo. El future, ya les digo, hasta page... Espérenme.
¿Eso está en el documento que mandaste con niveles 8 y 9? ¿Con lo de Ale Baldwin? ¿Ahí arranca?
Exacto.
O sea, está en ese mismo...
No, está en otro.
Sí, está en el mismo. En grammar.
Es el otro documento.
Hay dos archivos. Uno de los archivos es este, grammar.
Okay. Que dice Unit 11, Unit 11.
11 y hagan hasta la página 31, me parece.
No. Otra vez avisanos un ratito antes, así lo busco, porque yo tardo.
Bueno, escuchen, hagan una cosa. No lo hagan ahora, lo hacemos la clase que viene, pero impriman desde la página. Ahora empezamos con verbos por otro lado. Pero háganlo desde la página. Esperen, desde la unidad 11. Esperen. Les digo hasta qué página. Esperen, dejé de compartir ya. Sí.
Sí.
Unidad 11, desde...
Bien. Desde la página, from page 22. Ya les digo hasta dónde. Esperen, porque esto lo vamos a dar en profundidad. Hasta la página 33. Probablemente no hagamos todo seguido, pero está bueno que lo tengan ya impreso porque la vamos a trabajar entera, esta unidad. This unit. Okay, let's refresh. How do we use will and going to? ¿Cómo usamos el will y el going to? What is the difference? ¿Cuál es la diferencia?
Well, going to when we have an evidence.
Okay, for predictions. For predictions, very good. For predictions. Sorry. For predictions, when we have an evidence.
Yes.
For example, Cecilia, we use going to. Can you give an example, Ceci? You can explain the context and give the example.
Yes. Yes. I am going to take a flight some months after, some months, digamos, in September.
In September. Okay. Well, that is not a prediction. That is actually a description of facts, okay, of future facts. But for example,
If I have the ticket, yes, but if I haven't, no.
But the same is not a prediction, Ceci, no es una predicción, okay? It's a future fact, but it's not a prediction. For example,
Yes.
something that is very common in Rosario. There's a tree that is starting to fall, that is very weak. The roots are weakened, se han debilitado las raíces. What can we say about the future of that tree, Mariela? The prediction about that tree.
This tree is going to down. No sé cómo se dice.
This tree is going to fall down. Se va a caer. Se va a caer. There is an evidence. Okay.
Or it's going to rain, for example. If we,
For example, the sky is full of gray clouds.
Mhm.
And I say, as Liliana said, it's going to rain. Okay, there is an evidence on the sky. It's going to rain. Okay. Another prediction with evidence, Fernando.
If there are a lot of clouds in the sky, it's possible that it will rain.
Okay, it's going to, es lo que acabamos de decir, it's going to rain.
Ah, no.
Okay, another prediction, otra predicción del futuro.
About the dollar.
Okay, the dollar.
it's going
It's
to
going
go up,
to rise.
to rise.
Right.
Price. Now, it's going to go up. Se va para arriba. Okay. We're talking about the predictions, Fluvia, with going to when we have evidence. Okay. For example, I don't know, you are heating water and you don't stop it. You say it's going to boil, va a hervir. Okay. Estás calentando, no la cortás para el mate, it's going to boil. Se va a hervir. Okay. Well, and we use will for predictions when it's our belief, cuando es nuestra creencia, our thought, nuestro pensamiento. Okay. We don't have evidence. For example, we say in 50 years time, people are not going to, will not work anymore. La gente no va a trabajar más, pero it's my opinion, okay? It's my perspective. There's no evidence for that. Okay, which is, I want you now to make a prediction. About the future in 30 years time. And in 30 years time, bla, bla, bla. Recuerden usar el will. Si piensan que hay cosas que tienen evidencias, pueden usar el going to. Okay. Yes? Well, so now you're going to write 5 will facts and 2 or 3 going to, if you find going to, okay? Because some things are coming. For example, artificial intelligence is going to replace men in many aspects. I'm not saying in every aspect, in many, or in some aspects, for example. Okay, well, I'm going to split you into groups. Okay, los separo, sorry. I divide you into groups, okay. 5 will facts and 2, if you find, go into facts. Okay, remember, evidence, go into, no evidence, your thoughts will. Cata, Cecilia. Cata, Cecilia, Gisela y Liliana, Fernando, Fluvia, and Mariela. Go. Okay, Cecilia, welcome back. Cecilia is trying to connect. Cecilia, you are not connected to the audio, I think. Okay.
She's a
I'm a
new
bold
student.
young
He
student.
become a teenager, Cecilia.
No, but she's not.
Mariela is a
De
teenager.
golpe también. Bold,
Yeah.
become a
Marila,
teenager.
I'm
Mariela,
making my nails.
yes, but when you
Time.
connection problems, the best thing you can do is to put off the camera. It's better. Okay, you rather listen and speak correctly than seeing the face, but the face is important too. Well, so predictions. I want predictions. Orangel, come on. Who's going to predict? Your group, Fernando.
Well, I begin. We put the first, in 30 years' time, I will be a very cool grandmother, Mariela said.
Okay, Mariela said you are going
Mariela
to
said,
be. Okay. Another one? Yes, Mariela.
In 30 years' time, houses will be complete cleaners by robots.
Okay, completely sorry, come again.
Houses will be complete cleaners, by robots.
Cleaned by robots. Okay, very completely.
A ver, para que yo puse otra cosa. Yo puse in 30 years' time, house cleaning will be done completely by robots. Me parece que eso está mal.
It's the same. It's okay. It's the same. Very good. It's okay, Fernando. Both ways of saying it's okay, Fluvia. Remember, Fluvia, there's not just one way of saying things. Okay, yeah, we have to be flexible. As long as it's correct, no problem. Okay, Fluvia.
In 30 years, is necessary to put in 30 years time?
Yes, in 30 years time.
fine.
In 30,
Okay.
Informally, you can say in 30 years, but the structure is in 30 years time, blah, blah, blah. Another prediction, Bella?
In 30 years' time, I will be performing in the best theaters of the world.
Very good. Bella
Hoy me
is an
levanté con
opera
ego.
singer.
Vamos
Okay.
todavía.
She's
Bella
an
is an
opera
opera
singer.
singer.
She's an opera
Yeah.
singer.
And very good one. Excellent. Okay, she's a real diva. Okay. Where are you, Bella, now? Tell your mates.
I'm in Tucumán now. I arrived yesterday because I have a new production in the theater here of an opera called Pagliacci.
Pagliacci.
I made the same production, the Pagliacci production in Uruguay last year, and now I'm here. Then I will go back to my home, my theater home, which is the Colón Theater.
Okay, she's a big one. Okay. And she's moving to New York next year, aren't you? Okay.
Oh, well, remember us, Bella.
Or
Of course, now she's a doll.
I will be here, trying to get better with my improve with
You are going to get better. Okay, for sure. And it's a matter of practice. You all know. Okay, another prediction, Gisela.
Yes, right. Human will be replaced by robots. We will go to Europe to visit our family next year. When the robot answers me, I will cheat it. Next year, we will change the ruling party. And in the future, the monarchy will disappear.
Okay.
We didn't consider the 30 years time. In 30 year time, in some ones we put next year.
Okay, for example, but there's one, we will visit our family in Europe. Okay, well, it's not wrong with will, but as it's a plan, you can use going to, because it's a plan. Okay, it's
We
already
discussed
planned.
it. Yes.
Okay, but it's not incorrect saying will. Will
Okay.
is more for spontaneous decisions. For example, it's a tiny difference sometimes, okay, but it's a matter of use. Sometimes you are in you are talking with someone and say, next year or next month, I'm going to fly to Europe, okay? Because it's already planned. Or next year, I'm going to study in Cambridge, okay? Because it's a plan. But when you are in the middle of a conversation, you say, I'm going to, I want in a bar, I want a chicken sandwich.
I will take
one. The spontaneous decisions, you use will. I'll go with you. I'm going to the cinema. Oh, you know what? I'll go with you. Okay. I'll go with you. Okay. Those kind of decisions, spontaneous decisions go with will. Okay. Well, excellent. Another one. Do you have another one, Fluvia? Mariela, another.
In 30 years' time, humans will be living on Mars.
Will be living
Yes,
on Mars. So
on
you
Mars.
agree with Ray Bradbury. He wrote the Martian Chronicles. Okay, the Martian Chronicles. Okay. Why not? Why not? Well, which of these you suppose are more likely? What is likely, probable, to become true? Sorry, true. Fluvia, which ones of these you think are more probable that or more likely to become true from your predictions?
For my prediction that in 30 years old, in 30 years times, cars won't be driven by humans.
Won't be driven.
Driven,
Driven.
puse driven, would be
By
driven by
humans.
humans. Pusimos, va.
For me, it's going to, because they are already beta. They are in beta phase, están en fase beta, they are trying them, ya lo están probando.
Ya lo están probando. Sí.
I think that maybe in 30 years time it's going to be more popular. I don't know if really popular around the world.
In 30 years, I think that maybe we will have it in Argentina, you know.
Maybe yes. Why not?
I
Yes,
don't want to be.
probably.
Llaman esos autos, tienen un nombre, los autos que no tienen conductor, que los están
Sí,
probando.
sí, ya los están probando.
Smart cars or intelligent cars, I don't know. Okay.
Expensive ones.
Sorry, Mariela?
Expensive ones.
Very
Yes,
expensive, of
Very
course.
Which brand is trying?
Of course.
Is making
If
the
a normal car is expensive, imagine a self-driving car is like, well, but remember the ones that came to attended to the summer course, remember the pedestrian? Do you remember? It
Fernando.
was in 2050 by Ray Bradbury too, and the car was driving by itself. Okay, no humans in the police
No
car, for
humans.
example. Okay, so I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Another prediction that you think it's likely to become true, Liliana, from your predictions?
Human beings will be replaced by robots, as we said.
But do you think
No.
they
In
will
most
be
places, in most places.
Ah,
In most places, in factories, for example, yes, factories, or perhaps workers, factory workers will be replaced by robots.
and
Maybe.
what do you think? What do you think it will happen to us, to the human, to the mankind? What do you think? How are we going to work? Is the work going to change a lot or not?
I think, in my opinion, human beings will take another place, no, another functions. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but as I see the future, I think we have, not me, but the human beings will have another position in the world, another. Well, I don't know, really.
well,
Yes, Bella.
no, I think that we need to be worried about trying to be more creative people, you know, more sensitive people, because that's the only thing until now, because I know they are testing also to feel, no, that the robots can feel maybe in a future, can have some sense,
but not for now.
not for now.
Not
So
for now. And
maybe
we are the only
it's
ones.
trying to be more creative and more, you know, sensitive people that will be maybe our work in the future, or the only
And
thing that will be the, you know, the difference, the really.
the difference is an interesting thing what she says, and that leads to creativity, being more creative, being more sensitivity, and flexibility. Because when there's a change in a market, en un mercado, you need to be flexible enough to know where you can go, how you can adapt, okay? What do you think, Gisela, about this, the automation in general?
Yes, I think it's probably some functions or jobs will replace us by the robots, because it's easier for the machines to do something. But in general, I don't believe that the idea that the human will replace in all sense, because the soft skills are the essential of the human, and the robot is impossible to do this kind of actions. For me, it's the tool, the robot, the artificial intelligence are the new tools, and that's it. It's a good tool for some things, but for another is a problem, because they are bias and discrimination training, and the problem is always the human, because the human training the robots, and it's a cycle.
It's a vicious circle, okay. Yeah, I agree with her. And I think that, well, maybe the humankind has to rethink about the future of work, okay?
Yeah.
Because beyond the fact that robots are made by humans and artificial intelligence is created and programmed by humans, at some point, it's like, for example, the creators of ChatGPT, you all know what ChatGPT is? ¿Todos saben lo que es el ChatGPT?
Yes.
It's a chat with made by artificial intelligence, AI, and you can ask, for example, how can I prepare, I don't know,
like in telecom or something.
or a book. No, they can create a book, they can answer you everything that you ask, okay? It depends on how you ask also. But it's a revolution. And the creators of ChatGPT said, it's beyond, now that is created, it's beyond our control.
Yes.
Okay, we don't know the limits, the boundaries of this artificial intelligence. So
Yes.
it reminds me of Frankenstein. At some point, the monster said, what the hell? I don't need you.
And in Blade
Yes,
Runner,
Manny.
like Frankenstein, but a beautiful one. Okay?
Yes.
The best and beautiful androids rebels like Frankenstein.
Yeah, beautiful ones. It's true. In Blade Runner, it's true. So we were saying things, and we named many of us named artists. Okay, for example, Blade Runner was a movie based on a book made by artists. Okay, Ray Bradbury wrote The Martian Chronicles, wrote The Pedestrian, wrote There Will Come Some Rains, about the future, and all his books are, and his stories are about the future, and his topic, future in general. Okay, remember, this topic is the opposite of utopic. Okay, utopic is ideal, beautiful, and this topic is quite the opposite. It's sordid, sad, not nice to be at, awkward, blah blah blah. Okay, Do you not understand when I say this topic? ¿Todos entienden cuando digo distópico? Yes? Yes? Okay. Well, do you think that the future is going to be that sordid as Ray Bradbury says? When I say that así de sórdido, that sordid, I don't. What do you think?
No,
I
I don't.
hope not.
I
Catalina?
can't imagine this situation. It is very difficult for me imagine this situation. I think that the world will change a lot. We will live different. We will do different works. We will, but not this situation. I think that it is very difficult to stay in this situation because I think that human beings have a very important role in the civilization and we see that we are important and we will change our role, but I don't think that we will disappear and that the future is as sordid as Ray Bradbury told us and in his tales. I don't believe that.
Okay, very good. So she's more of the not utopic more, but not dystopic future. What do you think about the future, Ceci? Do you agree with Kata or do you agree with Ray Bradbury?
I think Ray Bradbury show us the worst the human could be do, but it's a possibility and is una advertencia, como se dice.
A warning. It's a warning.
It's a warning.
It's a warning. And think that he wrote that, sorry, Ceci, when Hiroshima and Nagasaki were around the corner. Okay, because this was written in 1950 and the bombs were 5 years before that. So it's kind of, it's a hot plate in that moment, nuclear war. Okay, it's a real worry for the world. Okay.
Yes. And I think it's very clear because for Bradbury, the idea to the contrast between the poem and the story about the rain, the rain.
Okay, develop
like,
that idea, please.
The rain is the life's source.
Yes.
The poem began with the rain because the rain is the starting of life. The rain is necessary to crops, to birds, to animals, to human beings, and
Very
all
good.
the world is waiting for rain. We were during the summer waiting for rain because the rain is the life source, and who will, a ver cómo puedo decirlo, ¿a quién le importaría?
Who would
Going to care?
Who would care?
Who would care
would
if the
care?
rain came or not, comes or not, if the human being is not in the surface of the world? ¿A quién le
Okay,
importaría?
very interesting what you say. Very interesting. And two things. There is a contrast here. Everything is about machines in the house, but what killed the house? Nature. Nature. Okay. The fire is an element. The air, the wind, is another element.
And a rain of fire, the
rain of fire and the rain itself, the water is another element. And as they say, fire and water are both purifiers.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you can clean something by water or by fire.
Okay. Yes.
Or by fire. Okay, purify. Well, what do you think, Fernando? Pro or against a dystopic future?
It's very deep. I think that one of the ways that the human being have is to repopulate the fields on the earth. I think that we have a lot of people in small places, no? And I think it's one of the ways, because at the beginning, the human being, when they hunt animals and they was farmer, they can eat and they can live. And I think that we are going to come to the beginning, because when we saw the pandemic, we saw that some things change and the humans being don't pay attention at those changes. I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah.
We can show in Venice the canals cleans and the animals swimming in the canals, and when the pandemics finish, a lot of transatlanticos, a lot of big ships arrived to Venice and did the same. I think that the human being don't want to change his mind. We are really egoístas.
Selfish.
We are really very selfish, and we don't pay attention at the person that we have close to us. But I think one of the ways is this, to repopulate the earth. If I don't want to think of the end of the world.
The end of the world.
The tale finish August 5 and all finish. The last house that is on the last
Standing.
house was destroyed.
No, and the wall, the last wall of the last house is standing alone in the wood.
But
okay.
before that, there were a big war.
Yes, of course.
I understand this, no?
Yes, but it's not necessarily a war. The planet also has its cycles. Okay, maybe it's the Earth is alive, so there are cycles. Maybe it's I don't know, a massive destruction by a meteorite or catastrophes. We don't know, or partial destructions. I don't know. What do you think, Bella? Do you think? Do you agree with the dystopic world in the future, or not so much?
Not so much. You know, I'm in the arts, so I think that when we were in the lockout, really art saved us.
Okay,
Because
so
everyone listened to music, everyone read a book, everyone watched a movie. So I think that, I mean, for me, it's difficult, you know, sometimes to watch the TV also. I'm trying, sometimes I push myself to do it because I cannot live in the reality or seeing what is happening, you know, but I'm trying to don't put all these ideas in my mind that technology is everything. Of course, I have my phone, I have the computer, but just for the things I try to get into my life, you know, and try to make my mind stay the more clear possible.
okay, it's a good idea. It's a very good idea. For me, what happens with the real problem is human nature. I think that is the clue. Because we can be erased from the face of the earth, and if we are reborn and if we are the same, everything is going to happen again. Okay, for me, it's like that is the real thing for me. Okay, well, so now we're going to go to the break. 10 minutes break. Vamos 10 minutos al break. Listen. When we come back, we're going on with the questions. Vamos a seguir con la reading comprehension, con la comprensión del texto. Okay, so prepare the text. Preparen el texto de Ray Bradbury. okay? And the questions. Las preguntas están debajo del texto, Vela. Cuando termina el texto empiezan las preguntas. Okay, go. 10 minutes, don't disconnect. El que tenga conexión baja, conéctese y desconéctese y vuelva a conectarse. So let's refresh what we were saying the last class about the questions, okay? Because we started answering the questions. So you remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Which was the first question, Mariela? Can you read it?
Yes, give me 1 minute.
Yes, of course.
What are 3 themes in their welcome soft brains?
The 3 themes, the 3 issues. And which was your answer, Mari?
Well, honestly, I don't remember, but with my team.
Yes. Who was with
One
Mari?
of them, I remember now. I don't
Okay.
find the
We in this group
answer.
we wrote that the interaction between the technology, the nature, and the human beings.
Okay.
This
Another
one.
answer?
A warning that we care on time to save our work.
Okay.
And
Okay.
these two, we wrote these two.
Okay, Cecilia?
The AI survived the human being.
The AI, sorry, come again?
Survived is survived or are no, sé
No,
cómo se llama.
survived.
The human being. The human being.
Survived human beings, okay. Okay, Fernando?
I think that the same. One irony is how the machines survived the human being, but at the end, machines also was destroyed.
Were destroyed. Be careful with that.
Where?
Plural, were. Singular, was. Okay, very good. And what is the story about? Number 2. Question number 2. Fluvia, what is the story about?
The story, I think that what is the story Soft Brain about? It's about, it's a sad story. It's a very sad story. It's about that, in this case, it's about how technology, to say all in all, how technology destroy a human being. In this case, I don't agree completely. In this case.
In this case. Okay, Bella,
Yes.
how would you describe this story? What do you think this story is about? I know you have a disadvantage because you have read it recently, but what is it about?
I put the stories about a smart house that's empty because the family which lived there died. And many years of after many years of repeat the program, it has scheduled, the natural winds finish destroy it.
Okay, very interesting. I don't think there are years between the death of the family and the fire of the house, because remember the dog. Remember the dog. Okay.
The dog,
yes.
It's a good detail. Okay, but it's very excellent what you did, Bella. What do you think this story is about, Gisela?
Yes, the story is about the nuclear war in 2026, and the author thinks about the dystopic idea when the family is dying and the technology works, however it works, and continue to the daily routine as a family is life. And in the find the house is empty, but the technological device works, and the nature is stronger because survivor and destroyed the house in the end.
Absolutely. For me, the core of this text, the core, okay, el meollo is here.
Sí.
For
Yeah.
me, the house was an altar with 10,000 attendants, big, small, servicing, attending, inquires, but the gods had gone away, and the ritual of the religion continued senselessly, uselessly. For me, this is like the essence for
Yes.
No entendí el final. Ana, ¿qué dijiste al final?
Thousands.
me. Here, I was reading, Ceci, but the gods had gone away, and the ritual of the religion continued senselessly, sin sentido, uselessly, inútilmente.
Sí, 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 sí.
For me, this is the core of the
Yes.
of the text. Okay, well, and the irony, we already said that, Fernando said that what is the irony, Liliana?
Well, the, the irony, just a minute, describes, was the happy, it was Naish, sorry, sorry, I'm ordering my ideas.
Okay, don't worry, take 1 second, some
The
seconds.
story describes how happy nature will be when the man has destroyed himself, but nature had been destroyed too by the war. And for example, another irony was when the dog comes into the house but die because he was so thin, so it was
Hurt.
skin and
Lastimado.
bone.
Yeah,
Well,
on bones, yes. Well,
Well.
okay, and the other irony is that the nature kills the house, okay,
yes.
as before. Okay,
The central irony for this contradiction between evolution and destruction. It seems the same thing for human.
actually, evolution and destruction are both extremes, are the extremes of the chain,
Yes.
let's say. Okay,
But
evolvable
looking for
and
the comfort of the evolution, they find his
of
own.
course. Yes, it's a
Destruction, no?
great contradiction. Ceci?
And
Yes.
I think because all I told you before, the rain represented hope. Rains, cleaning or whatever the rain is.
Purification.
Purification.
Yes, the purification, but the rain is a hope, but hope is a human feeling, and the human isn't more in the world, and the hope is not important.
It's hopeless, actually.
Yes.
I put that this is the reborn of the world.
Yes.
The nature wins, you know. So we start from the beginning again.
From the scratch.
But of
The
course,
zero, from the scratch.
but maybe without, you know, the worst enemy that we can have, that is ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the destructive
Absolutely.
instinct. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You know that, sorry, I was going to tell you that in the Buddhism, you have many kinds of gods and goddess, okay? And one of the goddess is the god of destruction, okay? And it's as good as the rest, okay? You understand?
And
At some
he's a
point-
god, I mean.
It's a god, okay? Come on. That at some point, some things have to disappear, okay? Or to be reset, or ser reconfigured.
Yes. To make a balance of the
To strike a
universe.
balance. Yes, of course. Okay, and rain, you said, Cecilia, that it represents hope, or as we
Hope.
said, with Mariela, purification.
Yes.
What is personified in There Will Comes of Rain? And we have a list here. First of all, what object is personified?
The
Has
house.
human-
The house.
First of all, the
house.
house. Then
The mouse.
The technology,
The
device,
technology.
the
all
technology,
the all of
technology.
devices of
all
technology
the
are
device. Very good. And then what else?
The dog.
The dog,
The dog, yes.
the nature,
And
The
And-
clock.
the dog,
the nature,
nature. Wait a moment. The fire.
the fan,
The fire rushed back. Se
Fire.
apuró.
The fire was
yes,
smart.
the fire.
Was smart. I'm looking for that. Okay. The fire was smart. Okay. Ir fed upon. Se alimentó de. Okay.
The rain itself also.
The rain, of course. Moment. I'm looking for the fire, but the fire was, well, I can't find it, but the fire was smart, as Mariela said. Okay. How does the story end in There Will Comes of Rain? Do you think it's an open end or not?
Yes, an open end.
It's an open end.
Yes.
Why? Why do we say that?
Because we don't know what is going to happen. Or
Because-
will happen.
We don't know
What
what
will
could
happen
happen. What could happen? ¿Qué
after
podría
that?
pasar? Because there's a voice
But
at the end.
Yes.
Claro. The house, o sea, the house was
Which
destroyed,
one?
but the house itself needs a human being to go on.
Yes,
So the boy, to be really at home, the boy will be an important presence.
yes, it's true. No human beings, as long as we know, por lo que sabemos, but I think it's an open end. For me, it's like something, or it's a cyclic end. What does the word spring, primavera, symbolize in the poem, not in the story, There Will Comes of Rains, that says, and the spring at dawn would scarcely know that we were gone. What is the word? Yes.
I tried to translate with Google the poem. And I think dice, y la primavera misma cuando despierte al amanecer, apenas sabría que nos hemos ido, algo así.
Yes, and what does the spring symbolize?
A new
A
beginning.
rebirth, a
New
rebirth
beginning,
of life.
A new
of
beginning.
course.
Yes.
Yes.
A rebirth, okay. Okay, what figurative language is used in There Will Comes of Rains? The next questions that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are going to answer them in small groups, okay? Yes? I enabled you to share screen. I'm going to create again now they are changed. Catalina, Cecilia, Gisela, and Mariela. Bella, Fernando, Fluvia, and Liliana. They are changed because I recreated them. Okay, you can join. In 20 minutes, I'll call you. En 20 minutos los llamo. I will visit you.
That is a figurative language.
Okay, what do you
We
think?
thought of this.
Okay. Okay, what do you think, Catalina?
Yes, well, we had Mariela that help us
Yes,
with this
a lot.
question. I want to recognize her because she helped us. The personification of the different things in the house was a figurative language. The author uses a lot of metaphors, and he uses metaphors and sensory images.
And
Very
comparisons. And comparisons.
Comparisons, very good.
Comparison, yes.
Next one, Liliana, what is the lesson, okay, let's say, that Ray Bradbury is trying to teach or is trying to communicate maybe? What is he trying to communicate? Liliana, you are muted. You are muted, estás muteada.
Yes. We think that Bradbury is trying to teach us that in spite of the nature destroyed the house, the man will find how to survive.
Okay, that human beings will find the way, van a encontrar el modo.
Yes, el modo.
Okay, and the other group, el otro grupo,
That anyone want to read? I can do some, if not.
No.
The lesson is to take care, we should take care to the nature, to respect the nature. We should be aware of the need to conserve the nature, otherwise we will not survive.
okay, to take care of nature. Okay.
nature.
Okay, what is the climax of soft rains, Bella, for you?
We put that the climax is when the dog arrives and with his death, the fire starts. I mean, with the last survivor, everything, which
Yes.
is almost the same at the 12. I think we put that, or maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, no, it's okay. Maybe you mixed, okay. Mariela?
Sorry, number 11.
11.
Yes, for us, another tense moment is when the fire attacks the brain of the house. It's the last moment of the destruction, the final destruction by fire, like in the whole
He destroyed the house.
relato, en el, todo,
All the narration, okay, all the narration.
yes.
Yeah.
Murder by fire, by bomb, by, I don't know,
Yes.
destruction.
Destruction. What happens to the dog in soft rains? Okay, he dies. Okay.
Yes, but he was the last to die. He was the last, el último en morir. ¿Qué sería?
The last member of the family, because you know that dogs are very special. You know that for centuries, for millenniums, I think, the dog has become a companion for a man, a mate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
You know that the dog was a wolf that adapted to human beings. You know that, okay?
Yes,
The wolf started being in company of people, and they adapted to our costumes, and they became our companions. So it's a atavic thing. So it's atavico. Okay.
And symbolize the loyalty.
Loyalty, and
Yes.
they are part of the family. Okay, they are part of the family. So it's the last member of the family that dies. Okay. And what do the 5 spots of paint represent? Ceci?
Esa no la vi. What do the 5 spots paint?
The man,
With
the
the
woman,
silhouettes.
The persons who used to live in the house.
The family.
The family,
family.
yes.
The family itself. Okay, and what sensation do you have of that, Gisela? Because they are those people that were living people are now just spots of paint on a wall.
Yes,
What do you
it's
think about-
it's a kind of the author represented the absence of the family and
Okay, the absence.
absence.
Es con B, ok, nosotros
Ok.
tenemos que decir con una U, pero es absence.
And
The
they are, the spots represent the human being, but in activity.
In that, it's kind of, it's like a photograph, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
For me, it
The
is a very,
visual
very
effect.
sad image. It is a very, very sad image.
course.
Yes.
Of course, it's like thinking of the volcano eruption in
Yes.
Pompeia.
Pompeia.
Spain, for
Pompeii.
example,
Yes,
okay?
Pompeii.
People like frozen is not exactly, it's not
It's
exactly.
on the contrary, but
The
Reduced
last,
to ashes.
the
Yes.
last position, in the last
Yes,
position.
Yes,
Yes.
it's a kind of terrible thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that you have enjoyed this. What we're doing now is much beyond an English class, you know. We are
Yes.
working on culture where that is for you to notice that you can do lots of things in English, that you can really handle lots of a wide spectrum of things.
Yes.
You can do. You want to read articles, you want to watch a series, a movie, to discuss, to debate. You are in a good position about that. So that is very good. That means evolution, that means progress in your knowledge, okay? And in the
Yes.
way you can interact with other people in English, okay? So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the accent, because maybe some of you have accents, other not, okay? It doesn't matter. The important thing is for you to be able to express and to say whatever you want to say, okay?
Yes.
Can I give you homework?
Yes.
Yes.
La, 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 la. Yes, of course.
Okay, I never give you homework, you know, I never give you homework. Nunca les doy tarea, pero les quería preguntar, si quieren, if you want, si quieren, pueden hacer la unidad 11, unit 11, of future, del libro de grammar, ¿sí?
Ah,
Solamente la 11, que la miren, for you, take a look, and do one of the first exercise, okay? I'm going to show you.
Okay.
¿Les parece? ¿Puede ser?
Sí,
Is it possible?
sí.
I try not to give you homework because I understand that, sorry, 11, okay, here.
okay.
Will,
Yeah.
I'm going to shall, to
Shall.
read theory and do the first exercise. Just the first exercise, 11.1, just this.
Okay.
So no more.
Bien.
If you
Esta
have doubts,
página 22, lo que habías pedido que imprimiéramos.
Sí.
claro, empezamos a hacer esa en casa, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
If you have doubts, do it with doubts. Si tienen dudas, háganlo con la duda. Y anoten, okay? Not so sure, okay?
Sure.
Because I want you to show me your doubts, okay? And
Yes.
if you do it wrong, no problem.
Yes.
We will learn and we will see what's going on, okay? Just the first exercise, just that, no more, no more. Okay, well, have a beautiful rest of Wednesday and a beautiful weekend. Goodbye.
The same to
you.
you.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.